Okay, so it says show that JKLM is a trapezoid. Okay, so I told you that one of the things that you have to know about a trapezoid is that one pair of sides are parallel to each other. And so looking at this diagram, you already know that the two sides that are going to be parallel is going to be this one and this one, right? Because the other two looks totally off, okay? So the question says show that JKLM is a trapezoid. In other words, we gotta prove that segment ML and JK are congruent to each other, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. The slope of JK is, they guide you over here. What is the slope of JK? We talked about this, okay? Slope is rise over run, okay? So if we were to create a triangle like this, drawing a line straight, sideways, and then going down, you know that your rise is 1, 2, right? So you have to go up by 2, but look, you're starting from here. You're always starting from the left and then you have to go to the right. So for me to go from here to there, I basically drew my triangle wrong, didn't I? Right? So I need to make sure I draw my triangle going down this way. Okay? So first I have to go down by 2, so that would be -2 for the rise, and then I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the right. So I could simplify this. -2 and 6 can both be divided by 2. And so that basically means I have -2 over 6. And I could divide the top by 2 and bottom by 2. And that's how we simplify. So I'll get -1 over 3. And that is my slope for JK, right? So just remember, the slope is rise over run, and you always go to your right. Okay, always go to your right. But when the slope is negative, you go down. In class, I'm going to give you the motions that go with that. But anyhow, let's move on to the next part. The slope of LM is, again, draw a line down to the right. So let's see our slope, okay? You have to go down by 1. So the slope of LM, you have to go down by 1, and that's my rise. And how many did I have to go to the right? 1, 2, 3. I had to go 3 to the right. Oh, do you notice how the slope of JK is -1 over 3 and the slope of LM is also -1 over 3? Well, that kind of proves to me that this is a trapezoid because one of the characters of a trapezoid is that one pair of sides are parallel to each other. So there you go. I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Okay, so that would be -1 over 3. Okay. Wait, I did that wrong. So there you go. -1 over 3. And then same thing over here. -1 over 3. Right? And then the slopes are the same. Therefore, JKLM is a trapezoid because the figure has at least one pair of parallel sides. So if I check my answer, it would tell me that this is correct. And I told you that I want you to work on the second question. Now, here you go. But I don't want to actually do everything for you because I want you to try and do it when you come back to the classroom. Show that ABCD is a parallelogram. I just want to let you know that in order for something to be a parallelogram, two pairs of opposite sides have to be parallel to each other. So the two blue lines and the two yellow lines, they have to be parallel to each other, which means the slope has to be the same. So you're going to use that information to answer that part. Now I'm going to move on to the very next set of your turn questions. Okay, so there you go. It says find the coordinates of the missing vertex in the parallelogram and insert parentheses in your final answer. Okay, so they have given you the points for J, K, and M, but they did not give you a point for L. Okay, so let's see. There is no other guiding steps for you. You just have to come up with the point for L. Okay, so in this case, what you have to do is first figure out what kind of shape they want you to make. And this is a parallelogram. And earlier, right before we came here, we talked about a parallelogram. What was it? We knew that both pairs have to be the same slope, right? So parallelogram has two pairs of parallel lines, okay? So in other words, this red line and then another line on this side has to be parallel to each other, which means they have to have the same slope. So let's figure this out. What is the slope for JM? Well, if I draw my triangle like this, I have to go down by 1, so my rise is -1. And then how many do I have to go to the right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So my slope is going to be -1/4 for JM. So then the slope for KL also has to be -1/4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from K, go down by 1, and then go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, there you go. And so that is where point L is supposed to be. Okay? And of course, the other two pairs, which is going to be this line right here, and then this line that I'm about to connect with M and L, they have to be parallel too, which means they also have to have the same slope. So let me go ahead and start. I have to start from the left side and I have to go to the right, and my slope is 1, 2, 3, and then I have to go to the right by 1, 2, 3. So my slope over here is 3/3. I can simplify that by dividing the top and the bottom by 3, and that gives me 1/1, which is 1. So I should have the same slope on this side. So again, I start from the left and go to the right, and I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and I have to go up 1, 2, 3. Same thing, 3/3, which is the same thing as here. We can simplify again, which is going to give us the same answer. Okay, so yes, we know that our answer for point L is right here, but we gotta actually put it in, right? So how are you going to put it in? Let's take a look. You have to first open up your parentheses like this, and you have to give the x coordinate first and then the y coordinate. So what you're gonna do is you're looking at this point and you're going down to see what the number is over here on the x coordinate. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So your x coordinate is 4. Now we're going to go to the left and find out what our number is here on the y-axis. So here's 0, 1, 2. So you're going to put 2 over there. So your answer is at 4, 2. Or just go ahead and plug it in to check our answer. Open parentheses, 4, 2, close parentheses, and we're going to check our answer, and of course that is correct. And so the reason why I did that for you is because I wanted you to work on this on your own, okay? So, happy learning. Goodbye.